There's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready to break. 55, right here. Smooth. Go. Here we go.
On first down, Herbert. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Topper! Go!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
From the gun, Herbert. Eluding the and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 31, Darnold is brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the run.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
55 miles. Hey, lady. I'm coming.
3rd and long. It's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bravo. Yep.
53 for Mike. Let's go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Deep grip.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he finds Parker here. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Go now. 50, plant. Hey, orbit.
Come on, now. Check. 53, Mike. Check.
Go.
I'm gonna run you over.
Hey, Charlie.
53, check 53.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a timeout called for by the defense, and that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Come on, set. 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie.
Coming after you.
Protein spill.
Coming after you. Can't.
Roll out. Get it.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Go.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. 80 weapons.
59. Stay with your man.
5.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
5.
2nd and 6. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 55.
Hey, Alpha.
Got one. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. We're scoreless after 1. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40.
Rock it. Hey, Haywood. Hey.
That's me.
Mike. Now.
From the gun, Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the 1st. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in. And Crowder, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bailey, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Squeeze. Now.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And this one incomplete. too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and it's caught by Parker. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert, this will be caught, Tyrell Williams. And he's dropped right at the 40, gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Right there in the middle, 55. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Sure. 55, Mike, got 55. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hit it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, wahoo!
53 for Mike, 53, check 53. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Yep. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now it's Crowder. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 76 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw. Herbert. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Brandon Cooks. In the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
53 is the mark. Knock it in, you are. Knock it out.
They'll go again with Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
You're outside. 53. Mike. You ain't ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A 1st down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A 1st carry for Trenton Cannon. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 20-yard line.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Hey, Orbit.
You got me on me. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. On the ball. Check.
Hey. Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Go.
Kill.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Hard.
Switch.
Hey, seam 6. Hey. Hustle.
53.
Snap.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Yeah. Hey, high 7. Leo.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. I'm scared.
Sponge, 6'6", bullet high.
Shit. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go.
Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll run with Drake. Now Drake loses the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Check 3.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain. Stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Darnold now to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The Jets on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moss. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you? Brandon Cooks. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Brandon Cooks. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
No.
From the 29, Darnold. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Check Mike.
Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet 1st down.
That's another Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run with Cannon, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check.
Now Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check. 22 Jet Bomber.
Now Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Here's Darnold. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Mike, check. 59. Go, Captain, let's go. We got this. Mike 5'9". Squeeze down the level. Go. Mike.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, now a desperation throw. It got his man complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year.
At the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Jets, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.